Business development can breathe new life into communities. The growth of tourism, farming, and resource extraction can bring jobs and raise living standards. But it also brings risks. New developments can take the lands and livelihoods from local people without paying them for their losses. Communities get uprooted, losing basic services like healthcare, schools, and drinking water. Industry can contaminate the soil, water, and air. And security forces can abuse their power, extorting money from local people and recruiting children into dangerous work. Children bear the brunt of these issues. They play on the ground and in the water, putting them on the front lines of environmental contamination. Missing out on education and healthcare stunts their growth, and exposure to violence and abuse can scar them for life. Children have a right to be protected from these dangers. In land acquisition and environmental impacts, presence of security forces, and disasters and emergency situations. And business must support government and community efforts to provide for children's needs. Companies need to identify the major risks and then conduct due diligence, assessing your potential impacts and engaging with local stakeholders to find ways to solve them. The Atlas provides data and guidance to support your due diligence in several ways. It outlines the risks relevant to your industry, summarizes the available data in one place, showing where due diligence is needed, and it provides in-depth resources to inform your due diligence efforts. Let's see how to use the Atlas to bring focus to your due diligence. The Atlas measures how children's rights are upheld based on 3 pillars. Are the necessary laws in place to protect children? Does the state uphold these laws? And what does the data say about real-world outcomes? For each indicator, a country gets a score from 0 to 10. The higher the rating, the greater the need for companies to conduct due diligence to manage the risk. For example, say you're with a global food and beverage company that makes and sells your products in India. You source from local agricultural suppliers, so you need to understand their impacts on children. Using the Atlas, you click on the Industries tab and select Food and Beverage. The Atlas outlines how children's rights are impacted by agriculture. When forests are leveled for farms, it alters watersheds, affecting water sources. Runoff from farms can pollute rivers. Thus, communities can lose access to clean drinking water. Children can pick up serious illnesses from the bad water. Now look at the Atlas Community and Environment Index to see if communities in India may be vulnerable to these kinds of water issues. What does the data suggest? The data about water and sanitation-related deaths indicate that you need to conduct further research into water conditions in the farming communities. You start by engaging with your suppliers to conduct due diligence about environmental hazards. You conduct an impact assessment and engage with local stakeholders, surveying farm workers and meeting with local health clinics and organizations. You find that farm workers and their families often suffer from illnesses related to lack of safe drinking water, and the community lacks adequate access to sanitation and health facilities. To address the urgent need for safe water, your company launches an initiative to provide refillable drinking water units in every home, school, and business. Water trucks provide weekly refills and collect empties. To support the community in the long term, your company partners with local government agencies and community organizations to develop sustainable programs for clean water, vaccinations, and sanitation in the region. The Atlas can help you identify the areas where due diligence is most needed. By combining knowledge of industry risks with data about the vulnerabilities in the country, you can decide where you need to focus. And when you're ready, the Atlas site's Due Diligence Corner provides in-depth resources on how to do due diligence. By using the Atlas, you can prevent negative impacts and support the development of healthy and thriving communities for children.